Welcome to the AI Hub, a podcast for AI-driven side hustles designed for IT professionals like you.
From cutting-edge AI tools to practical, no-nonsense tips, each episode brings you closer to turning tech into income.
Tune in to discover smart and sustainable ways to boost your career and income with AI.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to AI Hub. You know us, we keep you up to speed on all things AI.
Definitely, and I'm excited to jump into some pretty fascinating stuff happening right now.
We're taking a deep dive into Google today, specifically AI regulation and what it could mean for the future of jobs. All this is through the eyes of Google's UK boss, Debbie Weinstein.
She's making some pretty bold claims, especially considering what Google's up against right now.
It's a real David versus Goliath situation. The U.S. Department of Justice is going after Google, trying to get them to break up parts of their business.
Huge antitrust lawsuit, basically accusing them of running a monopoly with their search engine.
It's straight out of a history book, but it's happening right now. Could have huge implications for the entire tech world, too.
Absolutely. And what's really interesting is that in the middle of all this legal drama, Debbie Weinstein is surprisingly, upbeat?
Upbeat? Yeah. She's comparing the vibe at Google to the early days of a startup. Like it's buzzing with that innovative energy you only see in the beginning.
It's almost like she sees these legal battles as a sideshow, a distraction from what she thinks is the main event, AI.
Well, the DOJ is stuck on Google's past. Weinstein's got her sights set on the future. And that future has AI written all over it.
Yeah, she sees AI as like the next frontier for Google. It's the key, she says, to unlocking these incredible advancements in all kinds of fields.
But to get there, she's pushing for some pretty controversial changes, stuff like relaxing copyright laws.
That's where things get really interesting. Her argument is that AI needs tons and tons of data to actually learn effectively, and those copyright laws, they're like roadblocks.
It's like if you're trying to learn a language. The more examples you hear, the better you'll get it, right? You start to understand all the little nuances.
Right, exactly. So limiting AI to just certain types of data, it'd be like learning a language from just one book. You'd miss so much.
So Weinstein's idea is to let AI train on stuff protected by copyright, but with some safeguards.
Right. She keeps saying this access would only be for things like research and development, nothing commercial. You know, no company's making money off copyrighted work without permission.
Bold move for sure. I can only imagine the debate it's sparking, especially among, artists and authors. They're worried about their work being taken advantage of.
They have every right to be concerned. Who wants to pour their heart into a song or a book just to have it fed to some algorithm without their say-so?
It really brings up some big questions about ownership and control in this digital age, doesn't it? Where's the line between pushing for AI advancement and protecting the people who create?
Exactly. And then Weinstein throws another curveball. She says AI will actually create more jobs than it takes away.
You hear that a lot from AI supporters. But is it that simple?
She pictures AI taking over all those mundane tasks, all the things that take up our time. And that frees us up, she says, to focus on more creative work, more fulfilling stuff.
So instead of spending hours entering data, you've got an AI to do that for you. And then you can, use your brain for something more interesting.
That's the vision. It's not about AI replacing us. It's about AI helping us work smarter.
But there are concerns about AI wiping out entire types of jobs, right? Like, what about truck drivers? Self-driving trucks could put millions out of work.
Yeah, that's a real worry. It shows how important it is to, be proactive. We need retraining programs and ways to help people develop new skills.
We have to make sure everyone's ready for these changes.
It's almost like we need to treat learning about AI as learning a new language.
It can seem intimidating, but with the right help, anyone can do it.
Absolutely. And just like a new language can open up all these new opportunities and connections, learning AI can do the same in the job market.
So even though some people see AI as this, job-killing monster, Weinstein sees it as a tool for good. It's a way to unleash potential and make work more fulfilling for everyone.
A total shift in perspective. We need to move past that fear and see the possibilities AI could bring. And on that note, maybe we should dive into one of Weinstein's most controversial ideas: relaxing copyright laws for AI training.
Now that's a conversation starter.
It's definitely a hot topic.
Yeah, it really gets people fired up. So she's saying AI needs access to huge amounts of data to actually learn properly. Yeah. And that includes stuff that's, protected by copyright.
Think of it like teaching an AI to write poetry. If all it ever sees is Shakespeare, well, it's just going to sound like Shakespeare, right?
Right. But if you show it different poets, Emily Dickinson, Maya Angelou, then its writing will have more depth, more originality.
Exactly. That's the core of her argument. To really develop, AI needs to be able to train on a wide variety of material, even stuff that's copyrighted.
Makes sense, but I can see how that brings up a ton of ethical and legal issues.
Oh, absolutely. Artists and writers, they're worried about losing control over their work, and rightfully so. Not being compensated if it's used to train some AI.
It's a tough situation, no easy answers. Got to weigh the benefits of AI against protecting the people who create.
A real balancing act. Weinstein, though, is very clear that this kind of access would be strictly for, research and development, not for profit.
So no company's cashing in on copyrighted work without permission. It's more about pushing the boundaries of what AI can do.
That's the idea. But it definitely needs careful thought. You've got policymakers, tech leaders, the creative community. Everyone needs to be talking and working together to figure this out.
It's a challenge, but we can't ignore it if we really want to unlock AI's potential. Speaking of potential, Weinstein has some interesting things to say about how AI could change the way we make decisions.
Oh, yeah. She's big on AI being a tool to, enhance our own intelligence and make smarter choices based on data.
So it's like having this AI advisor helping you weigh the options, figure out the risks, explore different scenarios.
Yeah, like a decision support system. It gives you the information you need to make the call.
I could see that being huge in so many areas. Finance, healthcare, even everyday stuff.
Imagine an AI that helps you manage your money, or analyzes your health data, and flags any potential problems.
It's exciting to think about, but we can't forget about the risks. Can we really trust AI to make these decisions?
We have to be careful. That's why transparency is so important. We need to understand how these systems work, what data they're using, and if there's any bias built in.
And someone always needs to be in charge, right? A human making the final call.
Absolutely. It's about balance, using AI's power while still keeping control.
So Weinstein isn't saying AI should take over completely. It's about AI working with us to make us better.
Exactly. Helping us reach our full potential. And as we move towards this AI future, it's important to remember the ethics of it all.
Make sure AI is used to benefit everyone, not just a select few.
That's what we're all about here on AI Hub. We want to understand the complexities, the good and the bad, and help you navigate this rapidly changing world.
We believe knowledge is power when it comes to AI.
And we're committed to bringing you the latest insights and discussions to keep you informed and engaged.
We're diving deeper into Debbie Weinstein's vision right after this. We'll explore how she thinks AI will change the workplace. And trust me, it's more nuanced than just robots taking our jobs.
It's about rethinking what work means and using AI to create a better future for everyone. So stick with us.
All right, so we're back, still digging into Debbie Weinstein's take on the future of work.
And how AI could completely change the way we make decisions.
But it's not like Terminator-style robots making all the calls, is it?
No, not at all. It's more about AI giving us the information we need to make smarter choices.
It's like having an AI on your team, crunching the numbers, spotting trends we might miss.
Yeah, exactly. Like picture this AI advisor, right? It's analyzing data, playing out different scenarios, helping you weigh all the options.
It'd be like having this superpowered research assistant at your fingertips.
Totally. Could revolutionize so many fields too. Imagine what it could do for finance. AI giving you personalized investment advice.
Or in healthcare, helping doctors diagnose diseases faster and more accurately.
It all comes back to that idea of AI boosting our own intelligence, not replacing it.
But there's always that worry, isn't there? Like, can we really trust AI to make these big decisions?
It's a valid concern. We have to be super careful. That's why transparency is so important. We need to know what's going on under the hood, so to speak.
Like, how are these AI systems actually working? What data are they using? And could there be any biases baked in that we need to watch out for?
All those things, yeah. And at the end of the day, we need a human in the loop, someone making the final call.
So it's about finding that balance, using AI strengths, but not handing over all the control.
Exactly. It's not about AI taking over. It's about AI empowering us.
It's about working together to create a better future for everyone. And that's what we're all about here at AI Hub, exploring the complex world of AI and what it means for all of us.
We hope this deep dive's giving you some food for thought.
If you're as fascinated by AI as we are, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future episodes. We'll keep you up to date on all the latest developments and big ideas.
And until then, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep asking those big questions about the future of AI. See you next time.
Welcome to the AI Hub, a podcast for AI-driven side hustles designed for IT professionals like you.
From cutting-edge AI tools to practical, no-nonsense tips, each episode brings you closer to turning tech into income.
Tune in to discover smart and sustainable ways to boost your career and income with AI.